Hey there, Michael Campbell here from dynamicmedia.com. We got another one of our SEO mistakes videos for you. This is number 2 in the series. This is about meta description tags that fail to sell the click. And we'll just get into this here. First thing I want to do is just bust a little bit of an SEO myth. People think that the description tag counts towards SEO. It does, but not like the old days. In the old days, half the value of your ranking would come from the description and title. But today, if I had to put a number on it, I'd say 0.5%. Like, it's that little. It is spidered, it is indexed, and it does help towards your positioning, but only to a very minor amount. Its real job is to sell the click. That is what you want the meta description tag to do. Because if somebody's found you in the search engine, it makes sense that all the SEO's already been done. You know, you've already got your on-page factors, you've got your links coming in, you've got your content there. And if they're finding you in the search engine, the description's job is to sell that click. And that's really what you want to do. They're going from the transition from outside your store inside your door. So they're going from the outside world coming into your website, and your description has to sell that click. Now, you either do it, you get kludged. That's not a fun thing. Google will randomly put together a description of it, and if it can't find one, sometimes it'll go to the Open Directory project and see if it'll steal a description from there. But the thing is, you're in control of this, okay? So you really want to get your own description, other than you don't want Google putting it together for you, okay? And the other thing is, you have to do it in 155 characters. Write that number down, that you've got 155 characters or less. You've got to say all your sales message in that short period of time. And the old marketing method of ADA, attention, interest, desire, action. That is the stuff you want to build that in your description meta tag, and you got to do it very quickly. You can get their attention because the keywords are going to show up as bold text, and that's something you want to make sure that you've got your keyword or phrase in that tag, so it will show up as bold and attract the eye and build consumer confidence. Another thing, people make a big mistake. They sell a pool chemical. So what are they going to do? They sell the chemical as a 5-pound bag of chlorine, Nobody wants to buy that. What they're trying to buy is clean water and a happy family entertaining in the backyard. So always try to sell the end result. Build emotion and persuade them to take that action. You want to be able to heighten that desire that they have and agree with that desire and sharpen it and get them showing them the benefits of what they'll get by the time they get on your site. And last of all, if you can get a 1% increase in your clicks, you can double and triple your sales. Because if the back end process remains the same, and you've got a 1% click through, you get up to 2% click through, you've doubled your sales. Okay, let's move on to some online examples now. Okay, first of all, we're going to move over to one of my websites here, the Fact Jam sessions, and we'll just take a look at what the description meta tag is for this. Now, you can, if you use Rapid Weaver or any other like SeaMonkey or Dreamweaver, there's a place where you can put the meta description tag in the software. And if you're using a WordPress blog, there are plugins which you can use, and I'll show you where to get those in a minute. Okay, I want to go in here and I want to view this page source. And inside the page source, it's easy to find. Well, there it is there. It's in the head tag here. And in the head tag, it says meta description. And here's what this one is about. Now look at the benefits that I've got in here and the emotion that I'm saying, how to avoid costly mistakes in your design, marketing, and SEO. Nobody wants to make mistakes, and especially if they're costly. So there's quite a couple of factors going on there. And then the other thing that I'm saying here is, will help you get more traffic and convert it not just once, but into a steady stream of repeat buyers. So we're going to get you the traffic and then help you convert it and get them to repeat the purchase. So look at all those the compelling reasons there to click on that. Avoid mistakes, get traffic, convert it, and they'll become repeat buyers. How cool is that? Okay, now remember I was telling you that it goes bold, and here we are. Like, for example, I type in Goobert, my social media marketing method, and look at that. See, Goobert is bolded there. It's also bolded here. And that's the thing, is you want to put your keyword in there so it attracts the eye. But notice there's a little bit of a problem here. I've got ... going on. That means my description meta tag is too long for Google. And how do I know that? Because I go to the Planet Ocean Engine chart, and this is something I've been subscribing to for over a dozen years. And Planet Ocean is an SEO publication that they've been around forever. They were the first SEO publication, and they're still one of the best in my opinion. And if you go here and you look at this, the meta description characters indexed, it tells me that Google will index 155. The other ones will index more, but I want to go for Google because it's the most important one. And it says here the description importance for rankings is low. So it doesn't say there's none, but it is there. It's low. Okay, so let's move on to the next bit here. Dynamic media helps you connect the dots, become financially independent, to work when and where you want. See, a lot of the compelling reasons to want to click. So it's like you'll become financially independent, work when and where you want, have the true internet lifestyle. But again, ... This thing I wrote a week ago, I forgot to go and check how many characters are currently indexed by Google. So now I've got to go and make a shorter description in there and get that out. The thing is, it's only going to take about a week. Now, if I put in a new description to my website today, within 7 days, Google's going to re-index this site and I'll have a new description up there. So it's something you can be in total control of. Now, I was saying that if you're using WordPress, you don't have that kind of control. WordPress out of the box does not let you control your meta description tags, but what you can do is get yourself something called the all-in-one SEO pack, and you can see here that it generates your meta tags automatically, and you can also override any description you want, and so you can put your own description in there. There are other themes. Now, this is a plugin, but there are themes that end up doing the work for you. One of the themes that I have used in the past is called Semiologic. The most popular theme on the entire internet and the biggest SEO friendly one is called Thesis. And Thesis is the typography is beautiful, and there's tens of thousands of people who use this plugin.
Plus,
so it's
with
easy
the
to get
built-in
support
Thesis
for it.
SEO options in the WordPress posting area,
you won't need plugins or anything else to properly optimize your content for prime search results.
See that? They're saying that the meta description tag is something that you can control from within this software. So that is definitely something that you want to look at, because now you don't need a plugin to do this and you don't have to worry about it. You can actually add a meta description for each and every one of your pages right from within the Thesis theme. All right, now, one last thing I want to point out very quickly here is that sometimes Google is going to take your description from the Open Directory project if you don't have your description in. So it's very important to write your own description. See, the one that Google's got here is connecting the dots, having a true internet lifestyle. But if I go over to Yahoo, because I'm in the Yahoo directory, Yahoo says I'm specializing in website design, digital documents, and the internet. Because Yahoo, to get in their directory, they want a very plain vanilla description. You're not allowed to use any kind of promotional language or superlatives like I'm the best or something like that. They don't allow that at all. And the Open Directory is even more generic and vanilla. Look at this one. It says online advertising and website promotion. That is just so uncompelling. So if you want to override those, what you can do is that you can, inside your head tag, right underneath your meta description, you can put something like this. It just says meta name robots content equals no ODP, so you don't want any Open Directory project, and no YDIR, so no Yahoo directory. You can say that you don't want to have those descriptions. You want to use your meta description that you manually entered. All right. Now, your meta description tag is small, but it's super duper powerful. It has a lot of work to do. It has a lot of heavy lifting for such a little thing. Your description, it must sell the click. What you want to do is you want to agree with their pain or their pleasure. And you want to focus and build that desire into something that'll tell them how to solve that problem. They're searching for something like cure acne, and you're saying like, well, do you have this acne problem? Are you afraid to leave your home? Well, here's something we have that will solve that acne problem for you. And you position your product as the solution to their problem and focus that interest and desire like a laser on your product as a solution to their problem. And you've got to do all that in 155 characters or less. So that description tag has got a lot of work to do. And remember that if you can increase your click-through from 1% to 2%, it's not a 1% increase. You've doubled your sales. My name is Michael Campbell, and I hope to see you inside of my private site, dynamicmedia.com, very soon. And you can also subscribe to my free newsletter at internetmarketingsecrets.com.